Sigma male, a high-value man. A man of financial wealth who values himself by his financial net worth is poorer than a poor man who values himself by his intrinsic self-worth. If you ask society what makes a man, we will get a mixture of being aggressive, loud, violent, and dominant. But what it means to be a man of high value is unique to each individual. Welcome to SPIFFY TV. Please subscribe to help us grow. Sigma male works hard to attract the things he wants in life by becoming the type of man who deserves those things. That goes for partners, career opportunities, and everything else in between. When it comes to being a Sigma male, there are character traits that set a Sigma male apart from others and make him truly high value. There are so many qualities of a high-value man, but here are 14 traits of Sigma males, the high-value man, that separates them from everyone else. Number 1. A high-value man is not a nice person. One of the features that distinguishes a high-value man is that he is not a nice guy. Many nice men end up being left behind and cursing the world, and women, for the injustices of life. But the truth is that as long as a man thinks of himself as good and nice, he will be severely limited from realizing his full potential. A high-value man is bold enough to discard the labels. He doesn't have to think of himself as a good person. He's more interested in letting actions speak louder than words, and he's faced the darker side of himself without flinching and with complete honesty. Number 2. A Sigma male stands by his word. One of the top traits of a high-value man that separates him from everyone else is that he stands by his word. If he agrees to a business deal with a handshake, he sticks to that deal later when the contract is drawn up. But if he gives his word, we can be sure he will do his very best to stick to it. Number 3. A high-value man knows his purpose in life. A high-value man knows the exact reasons for his existence. He's found his purpose, and he's centering his life around it. This is what makes high-value men so attractive and why they bring so much to the table. But with this comes the desire to find the same in a partner. A high-value man recognizes that his partner should also be secure within themselves. He's not likely to settle for someone who is lost or frustrated with their life. It's incredible what a Sigma male can achieve with just this and his unlimited abundance of personal power. Number 4. A high-value man looks after his mind. Another of the top traits of a high-value man that separates him from everyone else is that he looks after his mind. The high-value man knows that caring for his mental health isn't some girly trend or something that makes him weak. A Sigma male understands that his emotional and mental well-being is key to everything in life, and that if he let himself become enmeshed in a toxic pattern of reacting to difficult emotions and situations, it can torpedo his life. So the high-value man commits to improving and optimizing his mental health as much as possible. Number 5. A high-value supports his friends. A high-value man sticks by his friends through thick and thin. The only thing a high-value man doesn't do is that he doesn't brook betrayal and backstabbing. Getting sick, disagreeing with him, have a hard time, or are apart for a long time, a high-value man still got your back. He will stick by and support his friends no matter what happens. And he will look after them however he can. This includes financially helping out when necessary, taking friends to doctor's appointments, helping research topics that friends need to know about, and offering timely advice. A high-value man worth is as tasty as salt and never lets down his friends. High-value men don't pump and dump. High-value men give it their all or go home. There is no in-between for high-value men. They feel better, love harder, and commit stronger when they find someone who knows how to trigger it. Not at all. We won't need to play the damsel in distress or buy your man a cape. The truth is, it comes at no cost or sacrifice. With only a few small changes in how we approach high-value men, we could tap into a part of him no woman has tapped into before. That's the beauty of the hero instinct. It's only a matter of knowing the right things to say to make him realize what he wants. Number 7. He develops his skills. A high-value man doesn't rest on his laurels. He's always developing his skills, whether it's learning to do basic repairs on a sewing machine or taking a crash course in welding. Or he may just sign up for a community college 1-month course on home accounting. When a man feels respected, useful, and needed, his value skyrockets, and his attractiveness as a potential partner greatly increases. Number 8. A high-value man has a good sense of dressing. A high-value man cares about his style. He isn't necessarily a metrosexual or a high-fashion king, but he's far from a slouch either. He buys shirts that go well with his pants, enjoys wearing shoes that are in good condition, and wears tasteful accessories like rings, bracelets, and manly watches. He dresses well because he is living up to a certain image of himself. This is not about showing off to the world that he has a nice Armani watch or that his comfortable pants go just right with his brown penny loafers. It's about feeling great in his skin and reminding himself every minute that he is a person of value who cares how he looks and feels. Number 9. A high-value man knows his values. One of the most crucial traits of a high-value man that separates him from everyone else is that he knows his values. And not only does he know them, but he also sticks to them. Come rain or shine, he's a man of principle. Sometimes that means telling a white lie or doing some other slightly unethical things, but a man of value always has a hierarchy of priorities. For example, if he has to lie about his schedule this weekend to lie to a telemarketer who wants to sell him a cruise, he'll do it. Number 10. High-value men are confident. There's no other way to say it. They know their value, as I said, and they demonstrate that in their job and their interpersonal relations. They don't buy into ideas like being an alpha male, but they are competent and ready to stand up when the going gets tough. Remember what we said about this kind of man not being afraid of learning new things. Once he's confident in his knowledge and capabilities, he's never going to shy away from a challenge. Be it confidently approaching a lady at a bar or fighting for that promotion he knows he should get, he never lets his confidence waver. Be careful of the nuances between being assertive and hiding damaging narcissistic tendencies behind a veil of confidence. Just because he believes in himself doesn't mean his apathy can be excused. Both fall far short of what a high-value man should aim for. 11. A high-quality man demands respect without a word. Have we ever been in the presence of someone whose aura and presence demanded respect? They may not even have to say a word or make a scene, the way they walk in makes it apparent they're not there to mess around. That's not to say, however, that a high-quality man will never be able to crack a smile. They find a way to balance being humorous while demanding respect. Number 12. High-value men care about their family. A high-value man is a family man. At the same time, he values his independence and never lets family members take him over or spread toxic energy into his life. He deals with family problems with understanding and patience, but he's never a sop or a doormat for the problems of parents, siblings or extended relatives. High-value men are men we can trust and rely on. But never a man we take advantage of. Number 13. High-value men avoid black and white thinking. A low-value man engages frequently in black and white thinking. When a low-value man has a breakup, he bemoans that he'll never meet the right woman and always be alone. If he meets a new partner who he's very into, he's joyous about how he's now made it, and life will be peaches from here on out. No, no, no. The high-value man doesn't play these harmful games. He knows that the best and worst times in life can always change. And he manages to control and mediate his emotions even during the best and worst of times so that he doesn't spin out of control into irrational and impulsive behavior. A high-value man can control himself and his reactions to life. At least more so than the average low-value man. Number 14. A high-value man has practical knowledge and curiosity. Being a high-value man isn't just a matter of looking and feeling great. It's also a matter of what's in his cranium. And a high-value man has goals, priorities, and curiosity about everything under the sun. While he has improved his ability to focus and hone in on one skill, he also tends to be something of a renaissance man, dabbling a bit in many areas. He always has something he's working on, and whether it's basic mechanics or restructuring his company with a new vision, he's on target and task in new and exciting ways at all times. A man can enhance his eligibility for being high value by always being purpose-driven and having his priorities in order. When we date a high value man, we see in him the drive to always achieve a greater goal. Please share this video if you liked it. Like, share, and subscribe now to support the SPIFFY TV channel.